Hello and welcome back to Academic Dream Life. It is Toyin here. I'm so excited to be back to give you another episode of Academic Dream Life. So my intention with this series is to post a video every other week on a Friday and give you an action step that you can implement over the weekend. You're welcome to just watch along, but I would love it if you actually applied the action steps here. Okay, so let me know in the comments, having a life outside of academia, do you think that it is important to have something like a hobby or something else outside of academia just for self-care? Or do you believe academia is your life? I would imagine if you're here, you do believe that there's more to life than just academia, but maybe you're struggling with finding time and energy and motivation to actually do it, to actually put to action what you believe. So over here at the Academic Society and in my life personally, my belief is we have spent so much time in school and learning and preparing for a career. We should enjoy our lives. After all of that, don't you deserve to enjoy your life? I know I do. So I want to let you in on a little secret on how I actually have a successful academic career, but feel fulfilled in my life. And the way that I do it is I prioritize me. And by prioritizing me, I have found fulfillment outside of my academic career, and it feels amazing. Okay, so what does that look like? What does it look like to prioritize you while you still have so many academic responsibilities? I can share what I do, and hopefully it can give you some ideas, some inspiration for things that you can do in your life to start prioritizing yourself and start finding fulfillment outside of your academic career and your academic successes. All right, so every day I start my day off with a morning routine. So I actually do a prayer and devotion in the morning, every single morning before I get up and start my day. Last semester, I started taking kickboxing, and so I would do that in the morning before I taught my classes, and something about getting that energy out before was amazing, and it helped me have more of a pep in my step. This semester, I'm teaching at 8 a.m., so I'm going to have to move my kickboxing time to after classes, but I'm excited about that too because I think maybe I want to punch out, kick out some of the frustrations of the day. I also find fulfillment and peace and boundaries in teaching the same classes every semester. So if you're in a big department like me, it's probably easier to do that than in a small department where you have to teach a lot of different classes. But since I've been in my department, I've taught 3 classes. That is it. All 6 years, I've taught multiple sections of 3 classes. So I have these classes down pat, and I'm just reiterating and making them better every single semester. And so when I go to prepare for a semester, I don't feel super stressed out about it. I know what's going to work, and sometimes I have the energy to tweak some things, but I'm not having a new prep every single semester, and that frees up a lot of time and a lot of energy. So for me, I love that. I know some people in my department love teaching a different class every semester or teaching multiple different classes through the semester. That's just not me, and I have to be true to me. And I really try hard to not do any academic work after 5 p.m. I try to only work in my office when I can, and when I'm home, I try to only work in my home office and get work done by 5 p.m. Sometimes grading may bleed over, but that is rarely. I've set a hard boundary. I'm not doing work after 5 p.m. I also take dance classes. So I'm not formally trained as a dancer, but I enjoy dancing. So there's a studio in my town and I take dance classes. I'm part of a dance company and we actually perform a couple times a semester, and the community is amazing. The outlet is amazing, and it just feels so good to be able to move my body in that way. So I love that I get to do that, and that's something that I just do for me. Talking with my friends and family, like the group chats, sending memes, sending gifts, I was telling my friends the other day, talking about TV shows is like a love language for me. I love watching TV and movies and getting immersed into a storyline. Things that I love most are fantastical kind of things, shows and movies that could never actually happen in real life. I just like, it's escapism for me. And I'm really good at knowing exactly what kind of shows and movies my different friends and family would like. So I talk about the different shows that I watch with different people, and that's just like how I connect with my friends and family. And when there's no one to talk about a show that I like no one else in my life is watching it, I go online and I watch YouTube movie commentaries and like TV commentaries. I feel like they're my friends and we're just talking about our shows together, and that is like self-care for me. And I would say probably the most fulfilling part of my life outside of academia is that I run a successful business where I'm helping and impacting others, and it doesn't hurt that it increases my income as well, which just like relieves a lot of pressure from my academic job, because you know most academics don't get paid a lot. I mean, it's enough to survive, but is it enough to thrive and go on fun vacations and outsource things like getting an accountant, having food delivered, getting your house cleaned? I can do all of those things now because my business can support me doing that. And so what is really amazing about my business is that I've set it up in a way so that like no matter how crazy the semester gets, my business can still run and still be profitable. So I'm calling it my semester-proof business, because last semester, 2021, was very challenging for me. I had students that required a lot of my attention. I had to be very accommodating, and it just took a toll on me. Like when I would get home, I like could do nothing but sit on the couch. I was like so exhausted, mostly just mentally trying to keep track of the different students and their different needs, and it was a lot. And I'll be honest, I did not have time for my business. I barely worked on my business. However, my business was still profitable. 2021, I made the most in my business that I ever made. I made over $100,000 in business revenue last year, and it was the most challenging year I've ever had academically, but business-wise, it was the best year I've ever had. Okay, so I called this my semester-proof business. What is a semester-proof business? Well, it's a business that remains profitable no matter what's going on in the semester. So no matter how busy your semester gets, crazy, overwhelmed, draining, your business can still run. And like literally in the middle of teaching, I'll look at my phone and I'll get a notification that someone had purchased one of my digital products without any additional work for me, because I had set up systems, I had set up automations, and I had laid the groundwork so that my business can run when I'm super drained and busy. So it's a semester-proof business. And so in my business consultancy, where I help academics who have side hustles and digital businesses, and I help them simplify things and set up these systems so that their business can run throughout the semester, I've noticed a lot of my clients, before they work with me, they say, I have every intention of running my business and growing my business, but the semester just gets so busy that I just don't have time and I don't have energy. It's mostly the energy drain. And it's like, you're going to prioritize self-care after a long day in academia world. You're going to prioritize self-care over working on your business. I think that's the healthy way to do that. But what if your business could still go on while you're still practicing self-care? What if you could have a semester-proof business? So let's go back to my clients. So my clients would say they had every intention of growing their business, running their business, but the semester gets busy, it gets draining, and they end up neglecting their business, and somehow the whole semester, all 4 or 5 months goes by, and they've made zero progress or zero sales in their business. And it's because their business is not semester proof. So like I mentioned, last semester was so hard, so draining, and I barely spent any time in my business. Academia was all over the place, but I had my most successful year in business because I had a semester-proof business. And so I want you to be able to have a semester-proof business as well. So I've created a free resource for you called Plan Your Semester-Proof Business in a Weekend. And it is a video series plus a little worksheet for you to help you come up with a way that you can run your business throughout the semester without any additional work. And I share behind the scenes on how I specifically run my business, what tools I use, all of the products that I sell, all of my offers, and just like my whole business structure and my philosophy for running business as an academic. I do think that if you love your job as an academic, the goal of your business is not necessarily to take you away from academia altogether, but it's to build up some passive income, some extra income to take maybe a few extra responsibilities off of your plate. So definitely check the link below for Plan Your Semester Proof Business in a Weekend. I really want to help you come up with something that you can do to bring in some more income, make that impact, and give you something, basically give you more time back so that you can prioritize you and find fulfillment outside of your academic career. Let me know how you feel about this concept of the semester proof business. Does it sound good? Does it sound bad? Does it sound too good to be true? I would love to chat with you in the comments. Thank you so much for watching. So like I mentioned, I want to have an action step every single video. Your action step is download Plan Your Semester Proof Business and start planning. Plan your semester proof business this weekend so that you can have a little more balance in your academic life. All right, have a wonderful day. I'll see you next time. Bye.